Hi guys, welcome to episode 2 of the CrossPlay podcast. And as usual, I'm with Kome and John. Apparently, John is having a full meal, so bon appetit. So, Kome, how you doing?
Tired, two babies, I no sleep, but I'm there, I'm doing it too. Thank God.
Okay.
The way
John, how you
people made the
doing?
way.
If you want to do it, do one, this space, let one grow first before you born another one, because if you want it two at the same time, why is not twins? Oh my God, that's the man go do.
Sorry, I'm
Well,
sure you'll be fine.
Abi, I'm okay. Looking forward to
Yeah,
talk.
enjoy, you're eating food now. Okay,
This is my
everywhere
first meal
good.
today. Me don't get no kill
Ah,
me.
that's nice. I see that you have changed your jersey today. You are repping your current
No,
club,
people have complained so
unlike
much.
the
I
last
said,
time.
let me bring out the main boys.
Okay. No, Wala, that's good. How did you guys enjoy the break from club football?
I didn't enjoy it. International football is it's not interesting as it used to be. The
But this
competitions.
past one, there was jeopardy now. There was, it's not just friendlies or Nations League. It's like either you qualify now for the World Cup or you don't qualify. So it was a bit different. So but still, it's not like I watched many of the games. I only watched Nigeria's second game. But just keeping track of what was going on. It was exciting, Sha, to hear people have qualified for World Cup, but your own country not qualify. But
And
that's
we'll
what
get
it
there.
be.
We'll discuss all of that in the conversation today. Okay. Me, Seth, I'm okay. I'm all right. It's been a long. You will not believe the week that I had last week. It's
Frequent
an
flyer.
a very long week, but I'm happy to be at home. Okay, and I like a what's it? So I'm usually not very interested in, Nigeria playing football because they've broken my heart a number of times. But for some reason, this one I was invested in it, and lo and behold, anywho, we'll get there when it's time. Thanks for joining once again. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the conversation.
Okay. So I think the best place to start the conversation would be just highlighting the key games from the last game week, the week 11 in the Premier League. Remember we had made some predictions as well. I think we can just briefly touch on those games. The biggest one was the City Liverpool game. We also saw the Tottenham United game as well. There was Sunderland Arsenal and there was Chelsea Wolves. So just really quick, let me go to John. So John, what was your take on that City Liverpool game? Remember that you were adamant that Liverpool they play good football and that you're expecting them to to turn up against Man City. When I said Man City was going to load them, you said no. So I'm
Yes,
eager to
yes.
hear your thoughts.
I remember I also said that Man City, they are playing well and they are playing at home. I expect them to turn up. That's why I said it was going to be a
Hmm.
draw. But only one side turned up that day. And I guess that's football because strange things continue to happen.
But it's not strange now. It's not. Is it strange that Man City beats Liverpool that we have been seeing this season? It's not strange. That Liverpool performance that we saw,
Mm,
that's Liverpool. That's what they have been doing all season, except maybe in like 2 or 3 games where they have shown some quality. But for the most part,
no, I
that's
don't agree.
Liverpool.
I
Okay.
don't agree. I don't agree. Because that performance that day was like, to me, how will I put it? You like from the first minute, as if Liverpool were not even in the match, like they were tired already. So there was no effort. Liverpool, I don't think we have been complaining of lack of effort from them. The match was strange in a way to me because one, Man City, they are playing okay, but they are very beatable. Who can go at them? Liverpool is just coming off 2 wins. Aston Villa, Real Madrid, that everybody thought was going to give them tough time. The 2 games they played well, so we've said maybe this month of what's it called November, because they finished October badly. Maybe they're starting well, they are getting themselves back. Then they now play that kind of performance. Not even the scoreline. The performance was not good enough. Basically, almost nobody turned up. So it was kind of strange to me, Shao, to me, because I know what they can do, and I've seen what they
Okay.
have done so far this season in terms of performances.
Well,
But
Liverpool, that's you've seen they've played how many games now? 11. They've not drawn any. They've lost 5 and won 6 out of 11 games. So you are using what you saw from them previously to judge because now this season now it's no longer this starts. This is not game week 2. It's game week 11 now. So they've
hey now,
lost 5 and won 6. The whole
okay.
of last season, they lost 4 games. So by November now, they've lost 5 already. So probably is definitely not right with them.
No,
So
so I'm
the
talking about the
the table
performance.
does
So
not lie. Where are
them
they in the
losing,
table?
them losing is it has been happening. But I saw the game they lost to Crystal Palace. Was the performance
Mm-mm.
like this? No.
Even the games that they won, games against Bournemouth, first game of the season, they did not run over Bournemouth.
Yeah, but the
The games
performance
that
was
they
not
won too, you can even
Man
argue
City
and say they,
performance.
they didn't
the,
deserve
the
to
the
win those
Arsenal
games.
game,
The game
the
against
Arsenal
Arsenal
game.
was free kick. It was a good free kick, no doubt, but that game should have been a draw normally. The game against Burnley, a stoppage time penalty, so Hannibal, I don't know. So it's not they've not performed very well for majority of the games this season. We played how many 11 now? We're counting games that they shouldn't have won up to 3. So and
No,
out of
I'm not even talking
11.
about them winning. I'm talking about the performance.
Yeah, exactly.
Those
The
games
performances
won
now. Performances, that's what I'm
and
talking about as
lost.
well now.
No, the game that they won
Is
and
there any game
lost.
that they were meant to
Nothing
have
was
won
like
this
Man City's
season?
game. What?
So I was just saying, is there any game that you will say, based on their performance in this game, they should have won, but they didn't win? There's no game. I don't remember any such game. Reverse is the case. There's
No,
games where they
I
shouldn't have
do.
won.
I do.
Really?
Because yes now. Against Man United, they will have beaten Man U now. They hit the bar many times.
Okay,
There are games that
that's fair.
they've had chances to score
That's
and they're
one
hitting
game.
bar. If
Yeah, but
all those
that's
goals
one
enter,
game.
they can easily win the game. So the way they played against Man City was my own concern. It was
The
something different
performance
for me.
yes, it was very different. They were like,
It was strange. Those Crystal Palace
they
game,
were run
they were
over.
not playing very well, but they were not like this. They were still creating chances. It was going back and forth. Maybe the game was an open game.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
one, it was all Man City, beginning to end.
Okay.
But
So
na football,
one question for you. Are you saying that going into that game, you were expecting
a draw now.
okay, you're expecting
Well,
a draw.
yes.
Okay. You said
I would
that
say so,
already.
yes,
Okay,
so
that's
because
fine.
we thought that they would both put up a fight now, but it was
Hey
only one
now,
person that turned up, as John said.
Me, I'm not
So
seeing what people are
it was not a
this.
fight.
I'm not
At the end
seeing
of the
what
day, it
people
was
are
a beat
seeing with
down.
Liverpool. I'm not seeing it, and I'm watching their games. I'm not seeing this wonderful performance that you are seeing. That's they have been unlucky. That's not what me I'm seeing. Like Man City, like dominating them was no surprise to me. Like it was not. I expected that to happen, just given the way they've been playing, even at home
Hmm.
at Anfield. Not to talk of going to the Etihad.
After you watch
No,
the way
wala.
they played against Real Madrid, you don't think that
We that's so so for me to change my opinion on Liverpool now, I would need to see that kind of level of performance consistently. They should do it for like 3, 4 games on the spin. Then I'll say, okay, it seems like. But of course, it's even small teams do it now where there's a big game, everybody will rally and they'll put up a big performance and win. Then the next week they are playing their what's it called? Someone that is closer to them in terms of quality and size of club, and they will lose. So it's
but
that's
not the
that's not
first.
Newcastle. Newcastle,
because they
case
played
in point.
Real Madrid. They played Real Madrid. Real Madrid. There's some people who even say have better quality than them, and they played well. They played Man City, so it was not a case of small club, big club.
No,
It
I'm just
was
saying.
just
I'm just giving an example that we've seen
yeah.
it happen. The fact that they beat Real Madrid does not mean that Liverpool is back because they beat Real
Yeah,
Madrid.
because
It's
No,
teams
just
can raise their game for certain matches
exactly
like derbies or that sort of thing. So form is not
so
really
so
the
if
issue.
they can raise their game for Real Madrid, they should be able to raise their game for Man City.
But they
That's what
didn't
it
at
means.
all.
but
Yes,
alas, here we are.
it was not to be.
So anywho, no, wala is
I mean,
fine.
there is a I don't know. For me, people are
Mhm.
they're jumping on Liverpool's back, and me, I'm just
So
looking at it like
I don't agree. I think it's just what we are seeing. I
no,
think
no,
you
no,
are giving them a lot of credit because it's Liverpool and because
no,
of they won the league and
no,
they
no,
have good
no.
players.
Let me tell you, it's not that. Even as Slot won the league, there are many people that say Slot is not a good manager still. Do you know? They are saying he won the league with a club's team.
Clubs
That this
team.
one now with his team, he
But
should win the league.
he had to manage the team. He's a good manager. It's not easy to do.
No. If you go on do your social media rounds about Slot, you see the way they are painting a narrative that he's not that good a manager. That this is his own team now. That he should do something. That his club's team that won. But
Those
many
would
people
probably
are
be
forgetting.
rival fans now, Abi, not actual Liverpool
I don't,
fans.
No, it's not the Liverpool fans definitely now. But some Liverpool
Mm-hmm.
fans now, like the ones we know, Jamie Carragher and who did the again, McManaman, they are starting to say some kind of things now. They are saying
Jamie
a
Carragher already
coach
said it in the beginning of the
he
season
should not
after
appoint
that
for City.
Bournemouth game that they don't like watching. They don't want Liverpool to be the most entertaining team in the league. That you cannot win league being the most entertaining team. You have to keep scoring and conceding. It's too transitional. He asked Slot now. Slot was not like it was tense, but he mentioned it, so it's not as if Jamie Carragher is changing his mind now. I said it since that
Yeah.
they don't like the way they are playing, and now he's
Mm-hmm.
justified because I've seen it. It's too
There are
easy
no
to create chances
results.
against them. It's too
Mm-hmm.
easy to create chances, and they are finding it very difficult to create chances, especially against people who set up in a low block or a mid block. And the coach will keep telling everybody, if you play like this, it will be hard for me. Oh. Play the ball on the ground. And he said it against Man City. We like playing against Man City. We know that Man City will play good football. Good. No, Shebi they have played the good football. They did not see
Mm.
good to score.
What
The
about the
the
signings?
one that managed to score, so they ruled it out. That offside, what do
It
you think about that? Do you think that it was offside or not?
was not offside.
Robertson's
I
offside.
don't think I don't think it was. But where I am
Even
with
even the
those
penalty that they
decisions
gave
now.
them
Me, I
was
think
not
it was
penalty,
offside.
but everybody
I'll
did
tell you
score.
why I think it was offside. The reason why Robertson was there was to put off the keeper. That's why he was there in the first place. He was not there to try and score. He was there to stop Donnarumma moving. He had done his work. Instead of him to run back outside, he did not do that. He didn't have the time to do it. So by that, he had already affected the play.
I
It's
think I
subjective
sent you
because
one video. I sent you one video on Instagram about the same type of goal that Man City scored from corner.
Man City,
Bernardo Silva
yes,
too.
Man City, yes, Bernardo Silva, and they gave that one. They gave, so
Yes.
it's consistency that's the problem now. Man City have done it twice. There's another game against, I don't know who it was. Somebody actually had to jump to avoid the ball in front of the iron of the goalkeeper. And they still gave it as a goal. I did not believe that they gave that thing as a goal, but they gave it. So I
The
don't know, it's
penalty on
just
that
Mm.
consistency.
that penalty. Thank God they didn't score the penalty because they would have made that one a talking point. It was not a penalty.
It's not a pen now because the one they did to Gyökeres, they wanted to kill Gyökeres. They say it's what did the thing with the Premier League refs and that PGMO is that they always find a way. Should be that do not of English language. They will find a way
Me,
to speak
I
the
think it's
English.
intentional, sha. All those things. I think it's just for
I don't know. I
drama
really
because
don't know.
Premier League has been sold as
This week
a
is a pen. This week is not
drama filled
next week is
league.
not a pen. And they will tell you, they will explain the way they explain it to you before they will say explaining to you again. This is why it's not a pen this time.
I've
Okay.
seen a lot of people talking about the refereeing, especially in that match, that are not Man City or Liverpool fans. They are saying that there's something wrong. There's something wrong that the rest, like I say, they do and they get agenda. Say, okay, create drama, let there be small controversy,
You see
let
that
us take over
VAR
the
that I
league.
would say VAR is the problem. VAR is causing so many issues. Refs don't think that they feel that if they make a decision, you know, and it's wrong, they shouldn't be wrong. So they will leave it. Maybe if something happened there, VAR will call it. Will tell us. And so that's VAR will say we cannot interfere in this one. So the power, the refs don't have power again. And the ones that are weak-minded before, they now have VAR to rely on. They'll be like, mm, okay, let's see. I'm not blue penalty. Let me see whether they will tell me that it's a penalty or not. The whole dynamic is not right. As I say,
Uh,
I mean, I feel like the way VAR is meant to be implemented is meant to be specific situations, not all the entire game, because the ref is watching the game already. Is in the stadium there, so let him. If he's going to make a mistake, let him make a mistake. That's
well,
how the
there's
game is
some
done. And then if
FIFA is
maybe someone
producing.
requests and says, I want to review this decision, that's when VR will come in and say, okay, we're going to review this thing play by play. Let's see what happened there. That's what happens. But when they will do a challenge and they will check. If not, it's the on whatever they do on the field, whatever the refs say on the
That
field is what
challenge is
goes.
coming to football. That
That's
challenge,
what I think.
FIFA is
That's what they
bringing the
need to
rule.
do because you are having essentially you're
Yeah.
having two sets of ref. If it is factual decisions like offside, ball went out of play, those one no problem. Goal line tech, but any other thing,
Yes.
Allow the two linesmen and the refs to decide. And then if you now want to challenge the decision, you can then will not bring in video replay and will not check and say, okay, I think you might
And
be
if you
right
win
here.
your challenge,
Finished. Because
you retain your challenge.
because it's difficult for somebody to be sitting down in somewhere else and be watching the game with the same level of focus and concentration that the ref in the stadium is also watching the game at. And then they are both depending on each other mentally, or as if they have some kind of telepathic understanding that, okay, oh, if I don't catch it, you will catch it. No, it's not like that. Let the ref and let VR do his work when he's called upon. And let the technology do the rest. See, what this thing will stop. Because some referees
Oh,
now, they will be like, people like Michael Oliver, sharp, red card. Bring out the red card. Sorry, it's a red card. We are not telling him, oh, guys, it's not red card. Go and look at it. He will not go and look at it. Some people, they will say, oh, it looks like a red, but it's not a red. If it's a red, VR will tell me, play on. VR will lock up and say nothing happened. Referee did not blow. Move on. Tomorrow, next week now, penalty will come for that same thing. So that's why the inconsistency is there. But I think it's a work in progress. I don't know why Premier League is the worst one. Every other league is not as bad. And when you're in the Champions League, you don't see them doing this sort of thing. So it's the people, it's the way it's being implemented that's the problem. The people that they are using for these things are the
I
problem.
think I think for other leagues they are also complaining, especially Spanish league. At least
Well,
who have been
no,
seeing
yes,
it that
no,
they
no complain. But that's the thing with football.
No,
That's the thing with football. You
so
always have those sort of
I don't think to
decisions.
the extent. I don't think it's to the extent as the like it's not. I don't think. I think Premier League is the so far. If you're looking for the example of how not to do it, is Premier League, like the English Premier
Yes.
League. That's it. So I'm listening to
Man.
both of you. I think me, what I would say is, as long as the people that are doing VAR and the people that are on the pitch, as long as they are guys, they are friends. Today, this person is on the pitch. Tomorrow is in the VAR room. As long as they are the same team, there's always going to be this, this my guy don't give penalty. Oh. I've looked at it. It's not, I'm not very convinced there is a penalty, but I'm my guy. He don't blow penalty. So no wala, no wala. Let's go. It's penalty. All those things will be happening.
so
The
they need
VAR team,
independent refereeing.
independent, the VAR team should be a team that is dedicated. That's all they do. They are not on the pitch at any time. Their work is to watch the game as the video assistant referee, right? They are not in any way affiliated with the people that are on the pitch. You understand? If they've seen that, so when there's no relationship, it's easier to now say, Oga, this thing that you just did now is not correct, or this thing that you've done, go and look at it again. Are you convinced that you should have? That's the decision that you want to make. But as long as they are guys, then at the end of the day, after the weekend, then the Oga at the top, what's his name? He will not come and explain. What do we not come and explain how this person is correct? Sometimes he looks very silly. Some of the explanations that he's giving, you just be like, "Come, this guy. Do you think that we don't watch football? Do you think that we don't have sense?"
And then
Because
the
of the things
next
that they
week,
say, you just be
something else will
wondering.
happen. The next week, the same thing will happen. He said, I remember,
Is
it was not last season, Kovacic was on a yellow card. He went through rice like this.
I remember that
Michael
tackle.
Oliver
I
did not
remember
give
that
second
tackle.
yellow card. They asked him, he said, Michael Oliver does not like to send somebody off in a big game. The next game,
He
Arsenal plays
doesn't want
Man
to
City.
spoil the match.
Trossard, he doesn't want to spoil the match. Trossard, what did he do? Second yellow, red card, sent off. So
Okay.
when he reached Arsenal, he liked to
Who
give
gave
people.
I beg who gave Martinelli those two very quick yellow
It's
cards?
Michael
Is it not
Oliver now.
Michael
Who
Oliver?
again? I've never seen it in football since, and I've never seen it before then. And they did not tell us anything about it. It was fine.
Yeah,
Two yellows
it's
straight away, back to back. I
amazing.
say one for the throwing, another for stopping the game. Michael Oliver, and he's the one. You know that he's the one refereeing the
Like,
game against Spurs this weekend again.
bruh.
Okay, so we are looking at him.
Like, and it
Let's be
defeats
looking
the
at him.
entire purpose of the yellow card. Because yellow card is supposed to be like you're on a warning. So now you know that you're going to play with caution. Like, you've been cautioned. If you do any again, you collect another one. You think it's okay to give somebody two a quick succession. Anyway,
Refereeing is
so
too
we
much of
spent
a topic.
a lot of time.
Yes, it's too much of a topic
Yeah, we spent.
in England. If you sit down on it, you will talk for 3 hours. So very
We'll be
frustrating
fine.
for everybody involved. Everybody involved.
Okay, that's that for the City Liverpool game and some sprinkle of PGMOL. So the Tottenham United game, I think everybody said, okay, so for Tottenham United, Come went for an away win. Come said United was going to win. John said Tottenham was going to win at home, and I went for an away win. So I'm tempted to go to John again, but let me go to Come on this one. So the game
Well,
ended as a draw,
2-2.
2-2.
Yeah, the lead at the end. Pause. Well, the game initially, I didn't watch the entire game. Because I was on the job at the time, so I was working. But I saw the second half and all of that. So they are come back and everything. Well, I don't know. Every time Richarlison takes off his shirt, you just know that something else will still happen. That match has not finished. He went and he pulled his shirt again. I was okay. They go from first initially. Let me start from the United goal. It was a good. I don't know. He had that much space. Ahmad to calm down. Look at Mbemo. Mbemo did not even have to jump. Shot to Mbemo. He did not have to jump to head that ball. So I don't know what those defenders were doing there. United, I would say that they played well to start with, right? And then they were creating chances. They were looking good when they got the goal as well. It was looking good for them. But then that goal that the equalizer from Spurs, it came out of nowhere. To be honest, for me, to be honest, because it didn't seem like it looked like they were just grinding towards another 1-0 loss at home again. So, but then I think that was tell. Swivel and shots, yeah, it was not bad. And then Richarlison with the flick on to get that second goal. So yeah, it was a good game all in all, but then the way I thought the game would pan out, it did to some extent. But then I did not expect that after United had gone down by one goal that they would come back again. But it was a set piece. It cleverly worked because it blocked off people who were trying to stop the league's run, far post, cross, good delivery as well. And then obviously it was 2-2. So for me, I have no skin in the game, so I don't mind the draw. I just felt like United were going to win that game because of the form that they had and because of the home form of Spurs. So neither managed to actually win the game. But going forward, you cannot say that United are now back in the doldrums or back in, where they have poor performance. They can still take something away from the game because they were losing that game and they came back to get a point away to Spurs that beat them, was it not 4 times last season? So at least baby steps. They're still doing well. But then Sheshko, so I don't know, that Sheshko, sometimes I'll be like, why are these players earning so much money? I can do some of this thing. If they pay me that amount, I will run, I will train. Because you see some players, they are hustling, like Kante, like Diaz. They have hunger, they have desire. But then you see some people, that ball, like, it was a one-on-one chance. If you had taken out, if you had controlled the ball, even tried to steal the ball, you know the Van de Ven is fast. What was he trying to do there?
Impact.
And then at the end of it, he got injured, and then he had to come off the pitch. Some players, even if they're injured, because they know that they're one man down, just stay on the pitch and manage. Help your team so that people will be complete. But no, oh, I'm done. They left the pitch after losing a chance. The pitch injured. Left his team one man down at that time. So that's cool. I don't know for that's cool. That guy, every time because you want him to do as a striker now. Let me even see another striker. Let me see what this one will do. But every time, it's just the easiest way out is the way he wants to take all the time. Every time. It must be very frustrating to watch him as a United fan, no? Because me, I still have that, I liked him because I watched him before he signed for United when he was looking like he might come to Arsenal. So, watching all those his highlights and everything. But his brilliant bits of play are too few and very far between. So it must be very frustrating as a United fan. Even the coach, I'm sure, will be frustrated. All in all, it was a good game to watch, especially for neutrals. So, but I don't think either set of fans will be satisfied with the points, but the team will still maintain their confidence going forward. Both teams actually. So, looking forward to the next games.
Yeah. So John, it seems like you're itching to say something.
No, go
I'm not
ahead. Go ahead.
surprised. Your former clubs. The floor is yours.
No, me, I wasn't even going to say much. I just wanted to. Okay, let me start with what Kome left up with. Sesko. So I don't know if we'll say it's a United team because Sesko or a player like Sesko is not the first type of player that will come to United and be struggling. There are too many examples of players like that.
But there's
That being
Mbeumo, there's
said,
Cunha.
yes, but Sesko is a striker. The last striker was Oiland. The one before that one was maybe I would say let's say Marcia. The one before that one was the
What is Zexi supposed to be? It's not a nine,
okay.
Shay.
He's a striker.
He's a striker. Sorry. I wanted to clarify.
He's still in Man U himself. So it is the way Man U plays, and they don't, maybe they're going with what is happening today in football because not every team relies on their number 9 to score these days, or most teams don't. The goals come from the
Man City,
wings
Man
or the
City
mid.
led the charts.
Yeah, okay, Man City, Haaland. You can even say Bayern Munich, Harry Kane. But every other team, they share it around, and most times they come from wide areas or the attacking midfielder. So the way Man U is trying to play football, it doesn't suit Sesko like that. And even Man U buying Sesko, most of his highlights that me I saw, because me I didn't watch him, is spectacular goals the guy is scoring. I never saw him do something simple, something
Score
basic,
strikers goals,
something
right? Normal goals that
fundamentally
that you can
consistent.
repeat.
He will be scoring 40-yard goal. I say, is it somebody that will score 40-yard goal? I did not see tapping. I did not see positional play. I did not see normal thing. It's only spectacular goal you want to be scoring. You can't score spectacular goal every day. It's not possible. Alan, if you check out Alan goal, Alan can have maybe 3 spectacular goals, but the remaining 70 goals is rinse and repeat. He knows what he will do. Move here, pass, tapping. Simple. Tesco is not built like that, but now man you know what they see. Let they go carry the Tesco.
But that's one thing,
On
the
the
style
game.
of play, the stats. But the
Mm-hmm.
desire is another thing. You can say they are not
It's
playing to his
confidence now.
strength.
It's
But when
confidence.
you
They're
get
getting with
the
confidence.
ball, what do you do in the few times that you get the ball?
Yes, he had one chance. He had a clear chance to end that game. He was dancing Palongo. I don't know what he was doing. Play ball, play ball, play ball. Till Van der Ven came to slide. And I say, maybe that's what they call confidence too. I don't know. It's not looking good so far. But Man U, Man U, Man U played. I think Man U played better on the day in terms of each time Man U had the ball, they looked like there was a
You were
bit
looking
of
dangerous. Yeah, something was
control.
going on.
Yes, but Man U lost all of that again for like the third game consecutively. Once the coach decided that he will remove Casemiro and he will remove one defender, he's like he's playing a PS5. He's doing that. All his players must play. Maybe there's one instruction or one objective. Each time he has removed Casemiro, Man U have looked worse, and that happened again as Casemiro came off. Spurs started controlling the game a bit. That's how they were not able to create that chance, and they scored. And I don't know why the coach keeps doing that, but it's a style. So far, the formula that he's trying to do, Casemiro is helping him a bit more, and is looking like he's adding one more body to the midfield because I can see people dropping in to make it like a midfield 3 when they are without the ball. But once Casemiro goes, Ugarte is not able to do the job, and Man U becomes something else. Me, I said Tottenham was going because now one day they spoil this record. Tottenham have not won at home. They are bad at home. They're bad at home. I just know that it's against Man U. All those kind of things, it is spoil. And they almost did it. They almost did it. if not that, Amorim too is on his own record-breaking run. Man U have not won Tottenham in like 7 games. They've lost. Not even just they've lost 7 out of their last 8 games. The guys say, make it even see draw. So you don't try. Not bad. Look forward to their next match. And we are keeping our eye on Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank,
Okay.
Burnley was the coach. People never know. But we'll leave that matter later.
And I still think he's a good because so what he did last season, not just last season itself, like I still think he's a good coach. Maybe it's just like a Spurs thing where, like there's just something with Spurs. I don't know.
No, no, no.
But if I look at
It's
their squad, it doesn't seem.
the step up.
Yeah, go ahead.
The step up is not there for him. It has happened to many managers like that. So he was doing well with Brentford because at Brentford he could do some things that Brentford would not mind. At Spurs, he's required to do something different, which is not his style. They want to see something more expansive. They expect you to go to games and dominate games. At Brentford, he's okay with sitting back now. Say he's a small boy, but at Tottenham, you're a big boy, so
But
boy
even
must do things different.
Brentford were not sitting back.
Brentford were not
I don't
sitting
think
back,
they
but
were.
Brentford were playing 5 at the back. If you go and play 5 at the back in Tottenham, you are basically telling them that you are afraid of other teams.
But Shebi, what's Amorim playing in Man U now?
Amorim say he's
Is
not
it
playing
not
5 at the
same
back.
thing
Say
that
he's
is?
playing 3 at the back.
Oh, he's playing what?
3 at the back
Okay.
and 5 midfielders.
No vex. No vex. Apologies. So we spent quite some time speaking about. Let's just run through the remaining fixtures. So there's the Sunderland Arsenal game. There's the Chelsea Wolves game. So I have to go back to comment for Sunderland last now. So, Kishan, wait, let
Mm.
me start. Let me start before I before I pass it to comment. So this game, I probably have to go and watch the last episode. But now I was very confident that we were going to win.
More overconfident.
But wait now, wait.
You
Let
say
me
Gyökeres will
land.
start first of all.
Um,
Gyökeres will
I
start. Like say
why
you still vision.
I
Me too.
remember. So no, I was
And he
saying it
scored two
so that
goals.
you know.
2 goals.
I was hoping for it. Wait,
So yeah, when you
wait.
open your big eye,
People,
they
let
say
me
maybe you
finish.
don't go future comeback. So I said, they ask you, where did you see this thing? They say this guy is injured. He will
So
start and he
I
scored two
remember that I
goals.
mentioned that it was not going to be an easy game. As someone that have been doing very well this season, I remember I said that.
There's no
Right.
easy game in
I
Premier League
don't
now.
remember saying that. But no. So I know there's no easy game in the Premier League, but Sunderland being how would I put it? If you watch them, you know that more they are a difficult team to beat. So I must have said something along those lines that I know it would be a difficult game. I don't think I said, oh, Arsenal was just going
I mean,
to
I don't
walk
think
over
anybody
them. I don't
brushed
think that
them
was it. Anyway,
aside.
but
Well,
probably
yes, no, we didn't say that. No,
aside, okay.
no one said that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I'm not really surprised at Sunderland's performance. I think a draw is actually a fair result for both teams, if I'm being perfectly honest. Not the result I would have wanted, obviously, but it's have been nice to have the 3 points. But I think Sunderland, they're worth that points that they got, really, if you ask me. Yeah, but we move. Not, I really don't have too much to say about that game, except the both goals in the game were really good goals. I'm speaking about the Arsenal goals now. Trossard's goal was like superb. I think that's the only thing really that I'm taking away from the game. It was very crushing to lose in practically the last kick of the game. In my mind, so we'd already win. But I think the performances were good on both sides. So I really don't have too much to say
They were good. They
on
were good,
aside
but
from that. Somebody
again,
is very happy.
No, no,
Why is John
again,
so excited?
no.
Why is
Let
he
me
so
let me remind
excited?
you of what you said and what I said. I
What
said
did I said?
Sunderland was going to lose that game. I said Arsenal will win 3-1. I remember very well. I said Gyökeres will score 2 goals. But
okay,
to
you're the
my
one that said Gyökeres
surprise,
got 2 goals.
Okay.
that's that's not that's not what happened because on that day, the Sunderland I saw was the Sunderland I expected to see at Man U before they went to go and play rubbish. Every ball they were fighting for it. I say, what did they happen for here? Even as a betting man, I don't put that. They say, sure game. It's not sure game. Now, it's not straight win. They score, they equalize. I say, now wow. You sure see, they know they fix all this match because why is they not today? Why is it not today? They say Arsenal go boy concede. Because I remember you were saying that you don't see Arsenal conceding based on the defense, many things. And you can't argue with that because we've seen it. But to concede 2 goals to
Mhm.
those guys, I give it to them. Those guys, they're a fighting club. They're a fighting club. So
They deserve they,
they
they deserve
they've
the points.
they've
So I
buttressed the
cannot even
point that
brag.
it's hard to
Yeah.
play at Stadium of Light because people have been saying it's hard to play there. That Kiniko, I don't know why they put Juju for the stadium because I don't understand. Trossard's goal, he highlighted the kind of match it was because Arsenal needed to do something spectacular for ordinary Sunderland. Trossard had to see that shot. The last time I saw that shot,
So that's the thing now.
now
But
now
this season,
Balotelli they
Sunderland, they've
play
not
that
been
kind of shot.
ordinary Sunderland this season. No. Let me go and look at where they are in the
They are
table.
fourth, I think. But
I
my
don't,
issue with that
yeah,
game
they've been doing
was
quite well.
my issue with that game was the fact that our striker was not occupying those defenders. If you know, he played it, you can't expect him to do what Gyökeres does. But Gyökeres is always in those defenders, centre back faces. And he's always making rounds constantly. So they have to follow him. They have to go with him. That's first off, he occupies those defenders. The person that scored the first goal, is a centre defender, and he used to play for Arsenal. I don't know his name. I can't remember his name. It was it was a long ball, free kick that was not a free kick. First of all, Zubimendi got the ball and ref blew free kick, but it's fine that it happens. That ball came in from there, and the defender was competing with Rice for that ball. And Rice, I think he lost track of the flight of the ball. So that's how then he got the ball down and took that. Like, it was a good goal. It looked like a very good goal. But then we miss Gyökeres in that game, definitely, because the way Merino plays, he drops back, he doesn't go forward, doesn't press from
Merino, your
No
from
runs
the
boy.
in
front,
behind.
doesn't
Yeah.
make those runs, doesn't attract anybody. So it's easy as a centre back, in fact, as a full back four to defend against somebody like Merino, because he knows always to go short. So you keep your line, you keep your shape. Nobody is pulling you apart, dragging you around. So that's what I noticed about the game. So defending against Arsenal's defense is not just the back four and the people in front. It's also all the way to the top because Gyökeres will press, doesn't give you time on the ball. It doesn't give you any of those because and he doesn't really get the ball most of the time. We don't pass the ball to him even when he makes the run himself. But he will still give you that. He will push. He will put the defenders under pressure. He will fight. He's always fighting. You can see them all the games. He's always dragging with defenders up and down, fighting with them. So if Merino was fighting with that defender, would he have time to come front and come and be dragging ball with Rice? He will stay there because he will be scared. But no, we had Merino there as a centre forward. And credit to him, he got the assist for the equalizer. But the ball was won back, but I think it was Rice that won the ball. And Merino gave it to Saka to score the goal, which was good. But the biggest miss I would say for that game is it was Gyökeres because the way we play when he's not there is very, very different. It reminded me of last season when we just keep passing around the front of the 18. There's no penetration because nobody is making any run. Everybody is coming short. So if you don't make those runs to move the defenders around, there won't be any space for you to create anything. So it's very difficult to do. So and then yeah, like you said, it was annoying to lose the game at the last seconds, but it's bound to happen. I don't think Sunderland deserved to lose the game because they played very well. They fought for every ball and they were their home stadium with their fans, and the
Yeah,
fans were very
agreed.
good as well. So you can't begrudge them down. Now after a few days,
Mhm.
you can say that. But at that time, I was very upset. But now. Not so, but at least we didn't lose. In their form, in the form that they have, I don't think they can keep that form the entire season. At some point, they will drop off, especially this period that we have now with all the games Wednesday, Friday, Wednesday, Saturday, like 2 games in a week in the Premier League. This period, that's when you probably drop off because I don't see them sustaining that all across the entire season. But in their form, a point away to them is not bad, but it just feels worse because we're in the lead and then lost the 2 points. But yeah.
Okay. So I agree. I agree with everything that you said. I was going to say something. I'm trying to remember. Um, yeah. So like, what's your take on like Martinelli? Martinelli playing at least in games like this. Martinelli was fit for this game now, right?
I don't think he was fit. He's still injured. He's still
So
out
do you
injured.
think Martinelli would have been?
Martinelli is
He's
still
still
out
out, are
injured.
you? Okay, okay, okay.
Yes. But
Because I know he
that's
was just
another thing.
coming back
Martinelli is a like for Gyökeres to keep the same sort of
for Gyökeres.
flow to the game that we have when Gyökeres is on. The best person to put there is Gyökeres. If you are playing against a Premier League team that will set up in a low block against you, you need somebody who will pull those defenders away from their set positions and create space for people like Eze or Saka or the other person, Trossard, because if you just keep coming short
Mm-hmm.
and sending balls to the box, Sunderland defender, if you notice the team, they are very big as well. So they are physical. They are as physical as the Arsenal team.
Yeah, it was a
They
very
were just
physical game.
fighting.
Yeah.
So it was like, and then they didn't give us. If you know the plan that they executed their game plan thoroughly, because if you notice that we didn't have up to 3 or 4 corners in that game. I don't remember them giving us any corners. Even the throwing, because they know that Rice likes to have a long run before it. They moved their advertising boards closer to the pitch. They asked the coach, "Did you guys move the advertising board?" He said, "Are you sure? It must have been the wind." That's what he said. So they had a
Mm.
plan and they executed that plan. So when there's a plan,
I think you
the only
guys
thing that
are missing
breaks that
Odegaard's
plan is
activity.
yeah, definitely
Oh, go
we are
ahead.
missing the players. The players that we are missing, if they were around, obviously we will not be talking about this one now. But will not strike for us if Gyökeres is around. Odegaard will be in the 10, and then Martinelli will come off for Trossard as well. And then so he drifts inside and makes those runs too sometimes that we like Gyökeres making. So injuries right now are top heavy for Arsenal. Well, at that time, but because now we even have Gabriel injured. But if you have our players back up, definitely will have been a different game. But we've been saying that for a very long time about Arsenal. So I'm hoping that this season will be different. And that was one thing that you mentioned. Normally, this that kind of game was supposed to lose it. Last season, I'm very sure we would have lost this game when we have gone down one by one goal to Sunderland in that sort of atmosphere with those fans, with those sort of players. This is some of the games that we would have probably lost. But we managed to come back and even take the lead, even the number of injuries that we have, but we couldn't manage to get all 3 points at the end. All in all, I'm not saying they played well, it was a good performance, but you can't win everything. And in the circumstances, because it just feels worse because we had the 3 points and it got taken away. But I'm still happy by the fact that they performed the way they performed, and this is at least to lose the game. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think we just have the Chelsea game left, but we're out of time. So we'll just like really quick. Let me see what the predictions were. I think you guys both predicted like a heavy Chelsea win. I'm the only one that went the other way. Let's
Just
see.
because.
Well, did you say draw?
Yeah. Just because. Oh, I
No,
can't remember. What did I
he
say? Oh
said
yeah, I
once
said
we
a draw.
win.
I
No,
said a draw. I said a draw. No, it's
No,
here
no, he
now. Thank
said
God I have
draw.
it recorded. It's here. I went for a
He
draw.
said draw. You went
okay.
for a
I don't
draw.
have the
I
exact
remember.
score, but you know. Yeah, so goes from Pedro Gusto and Pedro Neto. Okay,
Garnacho playing well so far in
that's
Chelsea. More than not forget.
so far.
Mm.
People that are living in United, look at Garnacho is look at this guy. What's his name? At
Rashford.
I think it's Real Betis. Uh,
Oh,
not
No,
Rashford is doing
Anthony.
well.
fantastic.
Anthony.
Anthony.
He's
Anthony. I
doing so
even
well.
saw
Even this guy, even what's his name?
I saw one clip. There was a goal Anthony scored that they were saying why was the goal not nominated for Puskás because Yamal scored a similar goal, but they nominated Yamal's own. They were not saying it's popularity contest or something.
Ah, does he have the PRI Yamaha? What do you mean? Which one is Anthony? Should relax.
Even this their striker, Oiland. Oiland is doing well where he is now. I
Napoli
think he's doing
abi.
okay. He's got the few goals.
McTominay too. I saw
He's
that
shining.
McTominay scored the
As
bicycle kick.
McTominay, overhead kick,
I tell
oh,
you,
mad.
international break he started forming. I am
Okay.
him. I am him. I say, McTominay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shining good. All right. Yeah, so that's the review of the last game week. I think it was an interesting game week. It did not go as planned for some of us, but all in all, I think it was good.
So before we move on to
Yeah.
the next section, now that you play like 11 games, who do you guys think or who would you say are the contenders for like the title? Is it still 2 teams or is it still 3 teams or is it 4 teams?
It has been 3 teams
Three
from the
teams, okay.
beginning, and I think it's still 3 teams, in my own opinion.
So wait, is
Okay.
Liverpool still among
Hot
those 3 teams
stick.
or is Chelsea
Hot
now
stick. That's what I'm
overtaking
waiting. That's what I'm waiting for.
Liverpool? That's what I
Liverpool
want
is
to
among
confirm
those.
now.
Liverpool is among.
Mm,
Liverpool is
okay.
among from where? How?
All right. How many
How
points?
is
How many?
Liverpool among,
Wait now.
please? How?
It's just like how
Is
they
it
were
by
saying
default?
Man U
But
my no. Statistically now, they said Man U relegate. How many
Mm-hmm.
points off are they from the top 4 or something? Couple of wins, Man U fly up. If Liverpool win one game, you will see where they are now. What's the point difference? Is it not 8 or 6? Something like that, Nabi. So they're not out now. And it's still them
yes.
because
Okay.
I don't think Sunderland
So
is in the title
the
race. I don't think Bournemouth is in the title race. Or do you guys think they are? Because they are above
Not
Liverpool
either
now.
of those. Bournemouth have dropped all the way down to ninth. So the top 4 right now is
Okay,
Arsenal City, Chelsea, and then Sunderland. And Spurs is in fifth. Liverpool are in eighth, and they have
okay.
18 points from 11 games played. So their goal difference is a
so
grand
I
total
don't
of
think
1.
Sunderland and Tottenham are in the title race.
So no, definitely not.
so the thing for me, it's not even about the number of points right now. I'm going by what I'm seeing on the pitch.
Okay.
Like we've been seeing this, the way Liverpool they've been playing. We've been seeing them play like this since the start of the season. In short, the tail end of last season, Liverpool have been shaky. Right? Slots has tried a number of things. He's not like so far. He does not have any solutions so far. Right? Just judging by the way the team is playing, unless a miracle happens and all of a sudden everybody is up for it, and the players that are what's it called that are
So that's where I
they've
disagree
gone
with you.
into hiding.
That's where I disagree with you. So if they start
Let me
playing well
finish
now,
now. Make I finish.
okay.
So the, how would I put it? It's not a switch that you just turn off. These same players, remember that they've gone on international this year now.
Mm-hmm.
Those players played. Gakpo scored. Like there are players in that team that when they play for Liverpool, you are not seeing anything really. It's not working, right? But they go on international assignments or they go on international mission and they do okay, right? At least they put in a performance, right? With the way the Liverpool team is playing right now, with the way the team is set up, it's not working. Klopp has tried to make, I say Klopp, Slots has how they would wish they had Klopp now. But anyway, Slots has made a number of changes to try and remove put Ekitike, put Isak, remove Wet, put this, put that, remove Redson, put what's his name, Kekes, remove
So
Kekes
swap
back,
out
put
Gekes for
Robertson
Robertson.
there, start
Mm.
exactly what's his name, Bradley, Frimpong. Even he has played Frimpong on the wings, so he has done a number of things. It's not working, right? So
But
he's
I
going
think
to keep
he's
experimenting
gradually
until
getting
if you ask Slots.
he's gradually getting the balance
So if
right
you ask him right now
slightly.
as he stands, what's your best? What's your like best 11? If you want to play like
Wow.
the
He's still
match
trying to
for the
find his
ages, which
best
11 would you
11,
put
yes.
out? See, like he does not have that. All right, yeah, I think it's going to take him time. While that
Mm-hmm.
is happening, the rest of the league is not waiting for you. You are saying,
True.
oh, if they win 2 games now, they will become the rest of the league.
Yeah,
Are they going to
exactly.
lose
Other teams
when
are
Liverpool win those
also
2 games? They are not going to lose. All
that's
Okay.
why I
right,
feel like it's
No,
a
they are
problem
also
that
going to
they've
be
already
doing
lost
finish.
five
they're going to be picking
games.
up points as well.
Yeah, finish.
And Liverpool, they're going to lose more games. I don't see them putting, as it is now, I don't see them going on a run and all of a sudden, I don't see it happening. And it's based on what I'm seeing with my eyes. I'm not looking at stats. I'm just looking at the Liverpool team that I'm seeing playing. All right. So that's it.
All
I
right.
don't think that at the moment,
Wait
I would
now.
say there are 2 teams that are at this time. What's today's date? Today, because so that somebody does not clip it and say, oh, this is 19th November 2025. As it stands, I would say there are 2 teams in the title race as it
All
stands.
right.
Arsenal and Man City. That
Okay.
I don't Liverpool. So like Chelsea is in
Have
third,
fallen
but
off.
Chelsea they are hot, they are world champions and all. They are hot and cool. I don't know what to expect from Chelsea,
No, very
to
Yeah.
be honest.
inconsistent, yeah.
But
Let me give you my
I
take.
don't see Liverpool.
Let me give you my take. Wait. First of all, you stated that Liverpool
Yeah, I'm
players
listening.
are doing well internationally and all that. So,
Some of them,
okay,
yes.
some of them, yeah. And he said it's unless a miracle happen and things will turn around. It is not going to be surprising if next week, next 2 weeks, tomorrow, these same players come back to Liverpool and it clicks. People will come back and say they are good players. Obviously, at some point, they were expected to gel or it to work. So it is not going to be a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
As for the contenders,
Agreed.
yes, as for the contenders, now if Liverpool players or Liverpool themselves, all of them start playing well and they move up the table, it's not to say that they will win the league, but they can still compete for it. That's why I'm saying they are still part of the contenders. People like Chelsea now, they are having a good time now or something, but because of the quality of players they have and how they can be hot and cold sometimes, I don't know. I don't really understand what's going on there. It will not be surprising to see Liverpool overtake them. I don't know if you get my own opinion. So because the way Liverpool is playing, at any point in time, if you click, because Mio, as Gomez said now, he said he's starting to see some sort of improvement, or he's trying to see some changes, that signs that things might improve or something. So it will not be strange to see them competing
Mm-hmm.
again. So if you are ruling them out now, in February or end of season, we'll see where they are. You should not be surprised if you see them in a very competitive state that they ended up being second or third. It's not going to be shocking. They are always going to be the contenders because of the players they have and what we've seen them do. So we can't rule them out.
Is this thing, is this because of the players they have? The players that they have, like, okay,
So the
Salah, if you
the
say, oh,
thing
Salah is
basically,
a game
right? Yeah.
changer. Mm-hmm.
What I would say is the system has had to change from last season because obviously they lost Jota, they lost a few players as well, Diaz and Trent. They are now playing it's two things really. They are not playing, they have to play a different way now, and they have to bed in all these new players. So when the season started, the coach just put everybody in at the same time, everybody gonna play. But he has noticed that that's not working. So now he has reverted back to last season's, or at least as much as he can, last season's back four. Robertson is back starting. Bradley is as close as you can get to a proper right back among his selection that he has there. So I've noticed that defensively, at least against Aston Villa, you could see that defensively they were a lot better. Their press was a lot better as well. Van Dijk understands Robertson a lot better than he understands Kerkez. And then they still have an issue between themselves, Van Dijk and Konate, which that one you can see, we've seen them go different ways in terms of performance this season, both of them. But it's a lot better than the games against Palace that we've been seeing. But then I still feel like they have the issue against teams that set up in a low block because they don't know how to break those teams down. They still struggle with those sort of teams. And the team that have come up against this weekend is a Sean Dyche team, so they'll probably be very defensively
Okay.
organized and everything. So to be another test
I
for
agree
them.
with everything you're saying.
So that's why I
But
feel
are
like
they
so
title
many
contenders
different
still?
factors are coming into play. Are they title contenders? I would say
Yes.
no, because they have to now find themselves again. They have to find themselves
Okay.
again. And while they are doing that, the rest of the league is not going to wait. They've already lost 5 games now.
Yeah.
Man United are above them in the table. They're 8. So yes, the games can swing, but I don't see them stringing up 6, 7 wins in a row while they are a team in transition. So it's going to be very difficult to do that. So that's what you have to do to keep up with the teams in the top 2 teams, because you know that Man City they haven't changed a lot, and they are very capable of winning 15, 14 in a row. They've done it before. Arsenal is defensively solid, and we are hoping that they can do it. But they've been there so far consistently in the top 2, top 2 for like 3 seasons now. So we are expecting that they will keep doing it. But Liverpool have now shown that even though we all thought that they could do it, keep doing it because they had additions. We've now seen that the additions need to be bed into that new system, and they even have to change their system, change the way they play. So too many changes have to happen, and it's not going to be enough time this season to catch up or be a proper contender. At least not this season. Next season maybe, but this season I think this season has gone for Liverpool for the league.
All right.
So, John, question for you. Would you say Manchester United is in the title race?
No, they are not.
Why?
The way I look at it, each team, when a season starts, regardless of whatever happens throughout the season, they have objectives set for them. And those objectives, as much as yes, we look into performances and results, the objectives don't necessarily change like that, because if you start changing your objectives, you don't know if you have a successful or a failed season.
Agreed.
You don't know if you have a successful or failed season. So for Man U, is not in their objective to even win the league this season. Their objective is to improve. No, it's true now.
Okay.
Their objective is to improve. So them
No,
doing whatever they
I
are
agree.
doing,
I
or if they
agree.
even end up winning the league, is them just being a step ahead of whatever goal they set for themselves.
Overachieving.
Yeah, but
Liverpool,
so no. What me
as
I'm saying,
Liverpool are like
I
this
get
now.
it about the objectives.
And that's what I'm saying, as Liverpool are,
Mhm.
they are not out of the title race, because as much as other teams in the league are not going to be waiting for them, I do not think the people above them right now will continue to be above them. That is why they're still going to be the contenders, because
So that's including Manchester United now.
yes, of course.
And that's why I asked you about Manchester United.
Yes, now.
Because looking at the table now, after 11 games played, Man U they've conceded 18 goals. Liverpool have conceded a whopping 17.
Yep.
Man U have scored 19. Liverpool have scored 18 goals. Then if you look at people at the top, City and Arsenal have conceded 5 goals. City have conceded 8.
What I would say,
8 goals.
just a very quick
Manchester
question
City.
to have a
This
clearer
is
picture of what
November
Son is
19.
taking. So if
This
you're
November
going to predict
19.
top
Okay.
3 from now, yeah, exactly November. So at the end of the season, what does your top 3 look like? Top 3, not top 4, top 3. I mean, who's winning? Who's coming up? Who's third place?
My top 3 is going to be between Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool. That's how it's going to be. I've not seen anything that will make me change my prediction otherwise.
And that's
As
what I
it
mean.
is,
I still think that
as
those three teams are the top three teams in the league. That's what I'm saying. Then that's what I
as it
said.
is.
Liverpool are not going to win the league, so they're not going to win the league, but they will be in the top three
And I'm
definitely
not saying they
because
are
they have too
going
much
to.
quality
I'm not saying they
to
are going
not
to
So
be
are
win.
they?
there.
Are
As
they?
before,
So they are not title contenders then. If we are saying that they are not going to win the league, but they are one of the top three, then they are not a title contender. Title
no,
contender is
no, that's
somebody
not it.
that
Now,
is
that's
able
not
to
it.
win the
Going
league
into this
this
season,
season.
going into
That's
this
what I'm.
season, who is going to? Who are you going to say is going to win the league? Or who are you going to say is title
No,
contenders must
no.
not
So the
change.
thing is,
A title contender
leave
is a
going
title
into the
contender.
season. The season has already started.
Okay, now that
No,
the
the
season
season
has
has already
started.
started. We are in the season already, right?
Okay,
Now, based on what we have seen this season, who do you think, or who do we think is going to win the league, or which teams do we think are going to be fighting for the league,
and
based
you say
on the
Liverpool is not
information
going to
we
be among
have
them. I disagree.
from this season?
Yes, now.
Based
Okay,
on what I've seen from Liverpool this season, no,
all right.
no.
There's
Like,
no
I don't
problem.
think,
No, no,
based
no,
on the
wahala.
information, and
Make we no drag am.
it's not because of,
We'll be
it's
here
because
by May.
we're not dragging it now, because we'll be
No,
here,
I mean so
exactly.
that the episode will
Like,
not be long now.
anyway.
No, no, wahala. No,
The episode is already long,
as
bro.
I've given my own
That ship has
prediction.
sailed. Don't worry.
No, I'm giving my own prediction now. We'll be here because
So your
Like,
as they
I
prediction
don't
is that
know.
say,
Like,
Liverpool
I
will
don't
as
win
know
they
the
are
what you are
league.
saying,
seeing in Liverpool. To be honest, I don't know what you are seeing.
no, no.
I don't know what you are seeing in Liverpool
So
because I watch
you
them
don't know
every
what I'm
game.
saying.
I'm not
Okay,
seeing what you are seeing.
I can tell you
I'm
that
not seeing it. I swear, I'm
I
not
have seen
seeing it.
Arsenal play even better football than they are playing this season, and they did not win the league. So is it going to be surprising if Arsenal doesn't
Yes,
win the league
it's
this
not
season?
like,
It's not going to be.
it's not even about better football.
No,
It's
no, no.
like
So when I
the
say
confidence that you have
better
in
football and
Liverpool.
achieve
I'm
points.
wondering where it's coming from because it's definitely not from you watching them this season. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, it's
That's all
so
I'm saying.
what me I've
You like
watched,
this
like I
season
stated
after
before.
11 games, you're going to win the league. After 11 games,
Oh,
you have
no
conceded
wahala.
18 goals. I mean, you have conceded 17 goals after 11 games.
Has it been done before
Your
that
the goal
somebody
difference is
at this
one.
stage, at this season like this, have ended up winning the league? Has it been done before?
You can go and I don't know. I don't know if they do it. If they do it, I will not like. How would I put it? It will humble me. You will not see me this Liverpool ever again if they do it.
No, you will
No
now.
But
problem.
I think
The thing with
Man
Liverpool
City they
is
were
last
You
in
will
season.
similar
now because
position
for
last
the thing to
season,
happen
right?
because it
And
has
they
happened
finished
before
third, I
and
think.
some controversies will follow.
Man City had a good difference of one.
Man City were they were no, they were
So the
losing
thing with Man
games. They
City is
didn't start well.
they
But
were
then
losing games, yes, but they were
and they finished
scoring.
third. At the end of the season, they finished third, Man City.
Okay.
So,
No
John,
problem. No
the
problem.
argument
It's
here is
fine.
whether they can win the league. I don't think you think Liverpool can actually win the league this season. Or are you saying that they are going to win the league this season? That's what you're saying.
He's saying that they can win it this season. That's what he's saying now.
Well,
Yes, now
statistically,
they're not out of the title race yet. That's what
there's
it
a
means.
Eh,
chance, but it's
They're not out of the
one
title race.
in.
So what you are saying
They're
is
not
Liverpool is
mathematically
out of
out,
the
but
title race already. I'm saying they're not out of
they
the
are not
title race
mathematically
yet.
out, of course. Is
No, I'm not talking of
we're in
mathematically
November. They
now.
cannot be
I'm
mathematically
not
out.
talking of mathematically at all. I'm saying from what we've
Okay.
seen so far and the result have turned out so far,
Yes.
they are not out of the title race
Yes.
yet. That's what I'm saying. But you are saying they are already out of the
They are
title
out
race.
of the
I
they
don't
are
think so.
out. How is Liverpool going to win?
Okay.
The only way Liverpool can win now, is if by some miracle, something happens and
It's
Arsenal and
not going
Man
to
City
it's not going to
have
be a miracle.
a very terrible spell.
No.
It's going to be a miracle because the
Okay.
other teams have shown consistency that Liverpool does not have.
All right.
Like for them to even get into the top three. Anyway, no, let's not drag it. You said we'll come in May, Abby.
Yes,
Don't worry, we're gonna pin this
like I said
this
now,
episode.
Every
as
month
at
we'll
And we'll come
review
November,
back to
like
it
at
I
the end
said,
of every month. And by the end of December,
Like,
yes.
where is the confidence coming from? I'm not seeing it. And I watch Liverpool
So
games.
by
I'm not seeing
December,
the confidence.
at the end
Even
of
the games that
December,
they've won,
the picture will
they've only
become
won
even
like
more clear.
two games that you'll be like, oh, Liverpool actually,
okay, wait now.
deserve win this game. They won
So
it.
wait, out
The
of three
rest
of
is
us
just
now,
no, it's fine.
Liverpool, I said Liverpool is not out of the title race yet. You and Kobe have said they're out of the title race.
I think Liverpool will finish third place. I think
No,
Liverpool will finish
that's not
third
it.
this season. That's
Are
what I
they out
think. I
of the
think they'll
title
finish
race
third.
now?
That's
As of
what
today,
I
are they
think.
out of the title race? Eh?
They can't win the league
Are
again.
you
That's
asking
all.
me?
Now it's clear for
Or
me.
are you asking Komen?
For me, it's clear that
All right.
two teams are vying for the title now, right? Liverpool is no
All
longer
right.
fighting
So
for the
they're out
title.
of the
But
title
they will
race.
finish. They
Good.
are the 10th best team in the country, so they'll probably finish 10th. So they are not. Yes,
All right.
Like,
you cannot. How many teams have won?
All
Have
right.
lost?
I mean, I want
So
to
the
see.
season has not finished. So they've lost 5 games. So they will not lose any more games before the season ends. So it's not. Nah, I
All
don't. I don't
right.
see
Now,
them winning the
like you
league.
said,
Okay.
So they're not winning the league.
Liverpool is out
Definitely
of the
not.
title race. The only two teams fighting for the league now is Man City and Arsenal. So if any of
As
these
of
things
November,
changes,
yes.
Man City and Arsenal
now
and
we will know
Chelsea
which person
and
prediction they
Chelsea
correct
and
Well,
Chelsea
true.
or
add
who is
Chelsea
Chelsea
is
there
right
also
or
in
wrong.
there.
add Chelsea there. Add
By
Chelsea.
by
So there are
December,
three,
we'll,
but
we'll
Liverpool is
review
not there.
again and have a look. We'll have a look.
All right. I love it. These are the kind
Okay.
of predictions I love. I love it.
So of all these predictions, your prediction is the hot take here because I'm not sure who the Liverpool that you're watching. I'm hoping you surprise all of us. It's fine.
No,
I'm not
don't
being
worry.
a surprise
Me,
to
I won't be
anybody.
surprised.
Okay.
Make it no,
I won't
no.
be surprised because me, I've said it. They are not out of the title
And
race.
me, I will be surprised.
If
I will be very
tomorrow,
surprised.
if Man
So
City falls from that place now, you say Man City too is out of the title race. That's what it means. So the next person that is in the title race,
no. So that's not how it works, John. No. Don't. It's not like we are
I think we
no.
have
flipping and
What I'm trying
flopping
to
and
say is
saying,
if
oh,
Man
when
dwelled
somebody
on this
City,
drops.
for way too long.
okay,
Oh my God.
because tomorrow now,
So
I will not.
so
You come back
let
here
me
and say
let me
you're not
just
shocked to see
clarify.
that Man City has lost some games like that now.
I
That
think the
they have not
language
been
itself
because
is the language
Let me
is
clarify.
that's what's
Let me
making
let me
us argue.
clarify. Let me clarify. What I'm saying, and I said this already before. Even remove let's say, take away the points. Oh, the number of games they've played or the points that each of them has accrued. All right. When you watch Liverpool play today or the way they have been playing all season, all right, I've not seen anything that they have played that is making me think, oh, these people are going to be fighting for the
no. So
title.
that statement
Versus
now, I'm
when,
telling
let me finish. Versus when I watch an Arsenal play or when I watch Man City play, Man City that have goal scoring machine Haaland scoring every game week, right? So there's some consistency with Arsenal's play. When you see Arsenal play, you know, oh, their defense, this one's not going to concede. When you see Man City play, oh, Haaland will score. Last season, when you saw Liverpool play, oh, Salah will score too. What can you tell me about Liverpool this season that is consistent? That you know that, okay, let them just do this one, they will win the league. I have seen zero.
okay. Should I tell you
That's
what
what
me I
I'm
have seen?
saying. There is
That's why I
nothing
say
consistent
we're
about
seeing it from two
Liverpool.
different angles. You say you have seen zero. Liverpool have created a lot of chances that would have easily changed those results that you claim they have not played well or they have
But
played
their
well.
chances have taken them to 8.
It
So
no,
what are the chances?
no.
We don't care
Created
about the
see, the
chances
created
now
chances
because
I'm
they are in
talking about
8.
now.
And they've
They are
conceded how
chances
many
that
goals?
will have
Almost 2
been
goals a
scored.
game.
Chances
Almost 2
that
goals
they
a
will have
game.
easily converted to goals. So if you keep creating chances and you start
But they
scoring
did
those
not
chances,
convert
so
them
it's
now.
only
That
if
is all
the
we are
chances you
saying.
create continue to drop. If the chances you create continue to drop, if you keep creating chances, at one point you start scoring them. So all these things that you're saying, it can change at any moment. That's why I
But
say
that's
by
one
May.
side of
But
the
that's the thing.
argument.
That's the thing.
That's
So you're
one
making
side
an
of the
assumption that
argument.
at some point they will start scoring them. Why?
And I know, so you're
What is
making
to
an
say
But then
that they will
assumption
not keep
that's
missing the
also
just
that
that's
chances?
one side of the
things will stay the
argument,
same.
though.
That's what you're also making. I'm making an assumption that I don't think things will stay the
But
same. You are
is that
saying
not the
things
only
will stay the same.
logical? Is that not the logical assumption to make
No,
based
it's not the
on
logical assumption
the
to make.
data that we
It is
have?
not.
Instead of now
Because
hoping that,
it is
okay,
prediction.
because
What we're doing is prediction. You are saying
you are
things will
hoping
stay
for a
the same
miracle. That's what's
because
happening. Me,
that's
I'm
not
looking at,
miracle.
okay, based on
No,
what
it's
I'm
not miracle.
seeing.
You are saying things will stay the same because
Okay.
of what you have seen on them
John,
You're
but
recently.
hoping for a miracle now
this
because you
your
are saying
argument.
No.
when they will start,
John, but this argument,
It's
this justification you're giving us
it's
now,
not
I don't think
okay.
it is,
See, that's why I said no worry now. Because that's why I love the game of
unless you
football.
have more to
Because
say.
when
Because if
things
you are
start
saying
happening and some people will say they're
offensively,
surprised,
right? If
there
you
are
are
some
saying
people that will say they're
offensively,
not
they are
surprised.
okay. Go ahead.
So don't worry, just leave it.
So that's the thing now.
So
So John,
John, but
do you think
this your
Liverpool will
justification
outscore
now.
either Man City or Arsenal this season, or even Chelsea?
Justification for
I was saying, so your justification now that
hello?
you are giving for what have you said about lack of consistency? Okay, so John, just finally, so you can put a pin in this discussion. Your justification now for saying that Liverpool can come back into it basically is that they are generating chances. You know, if they start taking their chances,
No,
they will.
no.
Okay.
The question now is not stating what I stated. I'm not saying Liverpool is coming back into it because I never said they are out of it. But you are fired.
So they are not out of it because they are facing chances. No problem.
No, no, no. Not just that. So being in title
Mhm.
contention is many things. Like today now, I asked if Liverpool is out of the title race. So you said yes. Me, I said no. So at the end of the season, let me paint an example. At the end of the season, let's say Arsenal wins the league. Chelsea is second. Liverpool is third. Man City is fourth. Were they in the title race or were they not in the title race? Were they not in contention
It
for the
depends on how
title?
many. It depends on how many points they are away from first position now. That's because you cannot say you're in a title race and you're like 12 points behind or something.
Okay.
Even if you are second,
Okay.
it's not a race
Yes.
now.
Which is true.
Somebody's too far ahead.
Which is true. So based on what you said, now that's why I said they are not out of the title race yet.
And that's why I said if that's why I asked you, the top three teams, who do you think they would be? You said Liverpool, City, and
Yeah.
Arsenal. And I don't argue with that. They will still be there. They will be in the top three, but it's the gap that I'm looking at.
Okay, yeah. So
That's what I'm
that means we
saying.
have to wait till the end of the season to see the gap. Now.
Yeah.
I've written it down. November 19th.
So I don't agree with this thing that you have just said. I don't agree with this thing that you have just said.
So
But you,
for you that I don't agree now, who would you say it would be the top three at the end of the season? Come the end of the season, who is in the top three? Not top
I won't,
four,
I won't,
top
I
three.
won't,
So who is your
I,
top three then?
Arsenal, Man City.
Mhm.
That third spot is open. It's
So
open.
Put
because
somebody
you can't see the
Chelsea.
I'll
fixture.
go with Chelsea.
Put
I'll go with
somebody
Chelsea.
there. So
I'll
as far
put
as you're
Chelsea.
concerned now,
I'll put
Chelsea
Chelsea.
over the course of this
Yes.
season, Chelsea will be more consistent than Liverpool,
Yes.
and then we finish
Yes,
third,
that
and
is
Liverpool
Based on
finish
prediction.
top.
what
That's
I've
what you
seen,
think.
based on what I've seen
Okay,
so far this season, yes.
no problem.
Yes.
Okay, no, Shebu, you have recorded everything. You have checked good.
I love that.
But
That's fine.
again, third spot is very open.
No,
No,
don't
no,
not
it's
come
not
and
open.
bend
No.
it again. We asked you who is 1 to 3.
So
I not tell you who will win the league. I said
I think
the top three places.
I think the point of the question is,
Mm-hmm.
with what you have seen from Liverpool now, do you think they can win the league? All these title contender is just big English.
No.
As you are seeing Liverpool playing now, do you think they can win the league? It's yes or no. Playing like this, yes or no, considering the other teams that are in the running for the league. If your answer is yes, okay, they are in contention for the title. I mean, they are contending for the title. If the answer is no, based on what you have already seen, then on what we have seen from them this season, they are not going to win it this season. It does not mean that even if they finish third, they can finish third, but that third, they'll be like 50 points below first and second. Will you say that they were in contention for the title because they finished
No,
third?
He
we
said
already
it
said
now.
that
That's
now.
what he
We've
said.
covered that
And we
already.
agreed now.
We've
Okay.
He
covered
said
that.
it.
And we
Me,
have
I've
agreed
just
on
I
that
would not,
one.
no
and I don't
problem.
think
It's
that that's
fine.
what he's
We've
going to
agreed
do.
on that one. So what? That's what I wanted to clarify, and he had clarified now that obviously that's not what he was saying. So we know that what
Okay.
you are now saying now is that Liverpool will not be in the top three positions
Based on
when the
what
league is
I'm
done.
seeing this year, I don't think they'll be there. I
No
mean,
problem. We'll be there now.
we'll be
So that
there.
we'll see.
Me.
No,
All right. So let's look at the games that are going to be happening this weekend. We spent quite a bit of time discussing the results from the previous match day and whether we think Liverpool is in the title race or not. So we've agreed to disagree on that and wait until May to see where everyone falls. But looking forward into the games I'm expecting to have this weekend, there are a few big games. I think the biggest game of the weekend, in short, there are two that are quite big. There's the North London Derby on Sunday. So Arsenal are taking on Tottenham at the Emirates. And there's Newcastle Man City. We'll just go through game by game and cover the just a few games. The Big Six, the games involving the Big Six and Brighton, because
Honorary mention.
honorary mention. This one that you have won Brighton top, so you are kissing the badge. Okay, so let's jump right into it. I'll go to Kome first for the North London Derby. Take us through your thoughts.
Well, I was hoping we get players back after the international break, but apparently we are even going to lose more players. So Gabriel is going to be out for a minimum of a month. They're saying it might be 2. That is a big miss because it's a threat in both boxes for us. So we have Nkapie who's meant to come in for him. So hopefully We'll see what he's made of, when he's starting for the Arsenal as a centre back. I'm hoping we can get at least one of our forwards back for that game. If not, it will be Merino up top again. And then of his Spurs that are coming to the Emirates, so we're going to be at home, and their away form is actually it's like the reverse of their home form. So, and they will basically do what Thomas Frank wants to do because they're going to be away, so they'll sit deep and try and hit us on the break or something. That's what they're trying to do. But I still think we have enough to beat Spurs, especially at home. So if you can add a clean sheet on top of that, get back to shutting out teams, it would be good. So I'm looking at it's not going to be high scoring, I don't think. Well, usually with Spurs, Arsenal is high scoring, but the way both teams will set up in this game, I don't think it will be high scoring. So I will say, but I won't say 2-0. I'll say 2-1. 2-1 Arsenal.
So Spurs will score.
Yes.
Mad.
Spurs will score.
Okay.
You
Fair
believe say they
enough.
don't be scoring?
They will score. It's highly unlikely that
Well,
Tottenham will not score. And there's no garbage. Exactly. So what do you think? What do you think the score will be?
More that match, I'm hoping for a feisty, fiery match. May they even fight, collect red card safe. And the kind of match
they
where they
have so Michael Oliver
I'm
is the
not
ref,
confident
so it's not.
Something will definitely happen. The ref will be. You love to be the center of attention. That's Michael Oliver. So something, he will do something. Definitely. You can't help
but
himself.
since sports play well away from home so far, and it's a derby match, so they might get extra ginger.
Mhm.
I think it might be a tight game. Also, international break, whatever
Yeah.
form you are carrying, to maybe the momentum might have spoiled it or made it
It will
better,
reset.
and everything will reset. So I'm thinking the match will be a draw. I'm going to go for a draw.
What's the score?
It might be a 1-1 draw. KG match, dirty smelling football from Spurs, making the match uncomfortable because maybe that's the only way they'll be able to get the results. Let me go for 1-1.
Okay. And so Comet 2-1, John 1-1. I'm going for 3-1 and Arsenal win. No surprise there. So when last did they win at the Emirates? I don't know. Anyway, that's my prediction. 3-1, a home win for Arsenal. So that we don't take too much
No, now
too
they
much
win for
time.
there now. I go win.
Mhm.
So
One Declan Rice goal.
you want to
You know, sir, they always pick the goal scorer. So I need to keep up the
so
tradition.
no wahala.
One you pick for us, not still have. I don't call the plan. I may not go wound to a beg, please. Call that best.
So the next game we'll look at Newcastle Man City. This one is I think equally as interesting to call. So we'll go to John. What do you think is going to happen here? Yes.
Yes, St. James is
That place na second fire.
war zone.
Now also it was so the way Newcastle they play. Newcastle have not been playing too well. They've been losing some games that I don't expect them to lose. Everything is clicking. Let me go on the safe side for this one and just say Man City win 2-1. Even though
Okay.
I'm hesitant about that result, but let me just go for it.
Okay. Come on, what do you think?
Newcastle, yes, they've not been doing well, like John says, but they are top 6 merchants or big 6 merchants. Once they see big team, ginger, especially in their house. Haaland is in form, but I'll say 2-2.
Okay. So I had already written down my own prediction here and I put 2-2 there. So I'm going for a draw as well. I think 2-2. That's their number 9. He's scoring goals. I think he scored 3 goals against
Voldemort.
yeah, he's scoring. So he's scoring, Haaland is scoring.
Battle of the Nines.
I'm going for a 2-2 draw as well. So let's see how that turns out. I'm hoping for a Newcastle win.
I think that's too much for them. Their form is not great.
You know,
I don't think they can manage
Newcastle,
to.
you can do it now. You can do it. You can
They
do
can
it.
try.
You
I hope they do it. So I hope so.
Bruno, she can do one or two
She will
for
find
us.
somebody for us.
What do you guys think about
Not Haaland? Who?
Foden? Do you think he's coming back or he's back? Foden.
After laying it on a plate for Izzy, everybody thinks he's back.
After laying it on the plate for Izzy, tapping.
Yeah, for Izzy stop. He's most definitely back now, so we'll see. Consistency is this thing. That's it.
Let's see. How many games are it? Let's see. Let's give him a few more games. Let's see. Comment is right. Let's see how he does over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, no.
At least he's playing. So okay, of course, Liverpool. So John, I'm going to you. Liverpool, Nottingham Forest at Anfield.
At
Love
Anfield,
versus Sean Dyche.
I think it's going to be a tight game. Van Dijk, these are the games they live for. They
Low
live for
block, long throw.
showing you that
If
I
you go
will
and
show
listen
you
to
how to
everything
play.
Slot said, all those things he said, let's do all those things.
But because Liverpool is at home at Anfield, I don't think they are going to lose the game, and the national break might have helped them calm down, blah blah blah. It might work in their favor. So let me just go for Liverpool win 3-2.
As if it was ever in doubt.
No, they're at home now. Or what do you think? You think Nottingham Forest will win them at home?
Okay, me, I'll go for a draw. Yeah, I think this will be a draw.
Okay.
That's my prediction. But there'll be goals, like I think 1-1.
Me,
I
I
think they
said
will
3.
score.
I'll say 0-0, 0-0. No,
Yeah.
let's see that one guys can keep clean sheets at Anfield. I don't think they would score Liverpool at that.
I even think Nottingham Forest won't score.
I said 1-1. Okay. So let's see. This Liverpool that you have been on about since. Let's see. We'll not go far again. Let's see what they do. Chelsea. Chelsea is away at Burnley.
At Burnley.
Yes.
Let me just give Chelsea the win. Even though I feel like there will be one upset this weekend that will be talked about a lot. Chelsea.
You're giving Chelsea the win.
Yeah, Chelsea to win.
I agree with that. I'll say they'll probably win that game. So, but I don't think they'll score 3. So I'll say 2-1. 2-1 Chelsea.
Honestly, I really don't know. I think Chelsea is going to win.
You see, all the games, again, the team.
But the score is just.
There's no easy game now in Premier League. Once you see the team, you're like, this team, let's stay there. This team.
The only
thing
that I can say anybody can beat confidently now is maybe Wolves. I know that if you play Wolves, you go score like 3 goals if you know what you're doing.
Okay, so 2 more games. United versus Everton. Old Trafford.
Man, you playing at Old Trafford is pressure for those guys. They're not like it better made they play well. And David Moyes look like he's coming up small. But let me say United will win 1-0.
Okay.
I don't think they'll keep a clean sheet, but I think they'll win. So I'll say, and they've been doing well at home for like goals.
Been defending well
3-1.
Clean sheets will come.
Oh, really? Okay, that's interesting.
Obama is a new addition to my FPL. Let's see. Continue to fire.
He has to deliver.
And their run of games is a very. If you check their run of games, it's not bad at all.
They say it's the best.
Good
and next 5 games, they say
exactly.
It's the best.
So jump on United assets. So not self score. That one don't want you.
They want to set Man up. As they said that they have a good run.
But those games that they should win, that they will struggle. Anyway, but let's see. Me, I'm going for an away win. I think Everton is going to win that game.
Okay. So in all your prediction now, it's only okay.
We can't. I have to do something. They say there's the narrow road. I don't know. So I just have a feeling that there's going to be some pressure.
Yeah.
And David Moyes coming back to United. I'm sure his boys will be up for it. So anyway, let's see.
Moyes is an underrated coach, Seth, in my opinion. People don't really give him his props because, for example, what he did at West Ham, his first spell at Everton, people look at it as if it's something they can do. They've gone there and they've not been able to do it.
So keep that consistency, even if it's mid-table, just keep them there, taking away.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's easy to take for granted because you're not really winning too much, but staying there is not easy at all. So yes, it is underappreciated, definitely.
Okay. So David Moyes, if you ever watch these, plenty appreciations to you. Take your flowers. So to the last game that we'll look at, Brighton versus Brentford. Brighton is at home. John, over to you.
I think the game will be a draw. To be a draw, it's going to be
your boys.
Yes, so I was just talking about that Brentford striker, that guy that says his name is like a Game of Thrones character.
Isildur.
The guy,
Lord of the Rings.
I don't know the guy, but he just finds a way to do something nice in the game. So I'm going for a draw. It's going to be 2-2.
You got Thiago. I think Brentford will win that game.
Yeah, I was just going to say I think Brentford will win. Also,
I'll say 2-1.
Since I saw 2-1, okay. 2-1 Brentford, right?
That's for me, yes.
Okay. Since I saw Brighton, I don't respect Brighton anymore. after that United Brighton game, like unless I watch them one day and I see them doing wonders, like
No, no.
it's very difficult for me
You
to
see,
back
they
Brighton.
forget.
That game
So,
was just terrible. Like,
but we played you guys after now. You don't forget. After Man U, we
like,
played Arsenal. They played
but I
much
can't.
better. Have you forgotten?
That's
in the
Man U
Carabao
game is
Cup and
still
they
in my
lost clean.
head. It's still in my head. That's Man U Brighton. The game was just like a high school match,
No,
or
but
like,
it's not the norm for them. It's not the norm for Brighton. That's not how
Then
they
after
normally play.
that,
It was an
you see
off
the
day for
performance
them.
against
okay,
Leeds. Leeds.
Yeah,
We turned it
exactly.
to our
okay,
boys now.
no problem, no
For
vex.
that,
So
for
two
that,
one,
I'm
two
changing
one,
my
Brett.
prediction. 3-2. You know, I said 2-2. Last goal. Webex. Webex.
Danny Welbeck. Well, if he keeps his form up, he'll probably go to World Cup.
That's
England know
true
how to
because he's
strike out
much
like that.
better than Watkins. Desha. Well, Watkins not
Watkins is not
really,
even close to
and
Welbeck this season.
Calvert Lewin.
But this guy will
No,
call
that one's not
Rashford. He
going
will call
anywhere.
Rashford for Barcelona. And he will probably call, I don't know if they will allow Greenwood to come
But I
for
think he will be
Marseille.
in the group. I don't know whether he will start, but he will be in the group. Kane is going now. Kane is number 9. But you have to have a backup center forward. Rashford is not a center forward. Rashford is a winger.
It's Greenwood.
So,
Did they call Greenwood up? Did they remember
I
how?
Greenwood
don't think
has
they.
is playing for Jamaica. Yeah, he's
I don't
not playing
think.
for England again. No. Nothing concerning him on England. Yeah, stop allegiance to Jamaica,
Okay.
I think, or some other country.
Okay, I think Brentford away win 2-1, 1-2. Let's do that. Okay, so we have those predictions in for next week or for
Mm-hmm.
this weekend into next week. Um, Phew, what a day. Yeah, there's been a lot of football with the internationals and everything, but I'm sure we're just happy to have club football back so that we can see, at least in John's view, we can see Liverpool's resurgence at
Okay.
their road to winning the league.
I like this. I like the way you're talking about it so that when the so-called miracles are happening to you now, you come and talk about it too.
Oh, I'm here now. I'm here. Don't worry. I'm active. All right. I think that's that for this section. So we have our predictions in. Fingers crossed. Let's see how we do. The
Yeah.
leaderboards now. Kuma is in the lead because he has 2 points from last week. Myself and John have 1 point each. So hopefully we can catch up
Okay.
this weekend.
All right.
All
All
right.
right.
Okay. So we could not end this episode without talking about our dear Nigeria and and its not its our failure to qualify for the upcoming
Yet another. What will the
World Cup.
upcoming?
For yet another World Cup.
Mm.
Where do we start?
Let me start. Let me start by
Okay.
taking us back to the word maintenance. I was watching one interview with one professor like this. Was talking about the word maintenance. He's a Nigerian professor. I can't remember his name. He was saying that particular word is not in our culture. That if you check even our various languages, we have synonyms, but we don't have the word that says maintenance. We have words like take care, repair, pamper. They are all synonyms, but they don't actually mean maintain. So he was trying to say that the culture of maintenance is not in Nigeria, and it stems back to maybe the olden days, how our country or Africa had abundance of resources. So people didn't really bother to say, oh, let me keep this thing in the same state. They always knew that they had the option to get another one. Having said that, that is why our football has dwindled to this stage. You can see Super Eagles from 1994, when did they start going to the World Cup? They were very good. Over the years, it was just getting bad and bad and bad because of our inability to maintain that level of quality or that level of performance. Starting from grassroots, our under 17 now, see, they're not even going to World Cup. Before our under 17 is the team of joy. You can say the team is good. But no, nothing. NFF have their own case. Money as usual in misplaced or money lost. Now they even know. But everything comes back to that word maintenance. Nigeria doesn't know how to do that thing. And I don't know why. It is a problem. It enters sports now because we can't keep up. I can't look at the Nigerian team and say this a team that I feel like will do better in the future. Or I see the team growing or building something. It's just all summer when I watch them. And I can't even blame them because I've seen them play individually. They can come back and say the conditions are not
Exactly.
even right for them to play. It's part of
For
it
the national
because
team, yeah.
the pitch no good. Where they even stay, it they affect their mental health, no good. It constantly owe them join again. Many things just they happen. Nigerian football, not to sound not patriotic, but it's not enjoyable to watch for me. Oh. This one, I tried to watch it, because I say, man, it'd be nice to see Nigeria in World Cup. I went last day I used Nigeria in FIFA or the EAFC. I've not used Nigeria as a team. I not even they see them because the team not get consistency. It's not being maintained properly. That's why I'll leave it. Over to you, Kome.
It's along the same lines because I think this time nobody's blaming any one player, even though there were people who missed penalties and things like that. We just know the whole as a country, we know that it is systemic. It's not a tactic, it's not a player, it's not a decision in the game, it's not the ref. Because the ref, God bless him, he did his best to get us to qualify because some of the decisions he was making on that pitch, I was like, okay. Well, but anyway, it is down to a severe lack of organization and just a careless attitude towards the game from the very top, NFF all the way down. It goes all the way down because why would you not pay players? Why do players have to come out and say they're not being paid? They're not. They won't train. Why do what does it have to come to that? Why do their accommodation has to? Why does it have to be less than what others are getting? Are they the only ones playing for their national team? Does it have to always be a sacrifice? If you want your team to do, don't you give them a platform, give them the right conditions, the right environments to do well for you? Why does it always have to be a struggle? You'll be listening to some people like Okocha who will say, I had an interview where he was saying their camp in US, I think it was for the Olympics or something, that they did not pay for the hotel. They're giving them rice and chicken sauce or something every day. They have to pay themselves because nobody had paid. Even the boss went away because they didn't pay for the coach. So they had to buy minivans. I'm like, why does it have to be that difficult? Why can't we just organize ourselves? This is 2025. It's still happening. So before we could rely on talent because Nigerians are very talented. So organization did not mean that much. But now these other teams, the Congos, the Zimbabwe's, all of them, they have organization. And if you organize, you are halfway there, then your talents will not take you the rest of the way. So you cannot beat a team that better organized than you are, or you cannot do that consistently. That's why we struggled through the qualification phase, and we still struggled in this game because our players were tired. Had to play 120 minutes in the previous game, and now this game as well. It didn't look like we had the game plan at all. At all. So once the segment is off the pitch, that's the end. We did not structure one, we did not build one attack for the rest of that game till the end of extra time. It was attack with defense. So again, it's just organization that we don't have. I don't know when we'll have it. So there's no indication that it's coming soon. So I don't know what to say. So back to back World Cups, no level, no appearance. And the next World Cup, I don't see us getting there either. But we have good players who are performing for their teams and doing well. Once it comes to Nigeria, it's a different story. That's all I have to say about it.
Okay.
Uh,
Where will I want to start? So I think I agree with you guys. I think it's a fair reflection of where we are in terms of, football in the country. I don't even think we should be going to the World Cup. I wanted us to go, but if we're being very honest, if we're being very fair, there are better candidates to go and represent Africa than Nigeria, just based on what we have seen in the qualifiers. Look at Ghana. Look at anyway, I don't think we deserve to be in the World Cup. This one is we're just trying our luck to see whether one last push to see whether we can get there. All right. I watched both games, the Gabon game and the DRC game. Right. And for the first time, when I was watching the Gabon game, for the first time in a very long time, I enjoyed watching Nigeria play football. How do I explain it? The passes were crisp, they were clean. There was a clear pattern of play. We were creating chances. We did not score a lot of the chances in the 90 minutes period, but we created clear-cut chances. Right, the game was smooth. It was not just the defender will collect the ball and kick it and hope that the attacker will bring it down. It was like the play was it was a professional performance, I would say, from Nigeria against Gabon. And at the other end, they kept Gabon really quiet. Gabon has they have a few attackers that, on their day, they will stress you. Yeah. Then Osimhen had the chance in literally the last kick of the game for, to win it. Then he didn't score, basically. Then we now had to go to extra time. All right. And that's what I was telling. I can't remember who I was telling. I was telling somebody that if we had closed out that game in normal time, all right, the boys wouldn't have had to play another extra 30, 40 minutes. Then maybe they would have had some more in the tank for DRC, because DRC they didn't play extra time the previous game, right? So they had more in the tank. But that does not excuse the second half performance from Nigeria. I watched that, like I almost fell asleep. I think at some points, you I think DRC should have even won it in the second half, if we're being very honest. Like Ome said, the ref was like doing everything to shift Nigeria to that international playoffs. But Nigeria, we not just one goal. There was literally zero. They brought
You were
on
exhausted.
there's this Akko Adams. Like the forwards were, I don't know what to say, right? But there's this what's it called? Our number two. Like I need to give him a shout out.
Is it Benjamin Franklin? Is that him?
Frederick.
Benjamin Frederick.
Mm, For
They
me,
worked on him, but he did very well. He
he
stood
was
up to them. Yeah.
solid. Yes. He was very solid. Like I have to give him a shout out. He was very solid because it was obvious that they targeted that side, maybe because of his inexperience or whatnot. But the guy was solid. And it's not just that across both games, I would say, he was a very solid performer. So I want to give him a shout out. I don't want to call out any specific players, the ones that didn't play well. I'm sure they know themselves. So I will just be quiet and say, oh, collectively, team was not good enough. All right. I'm deliberately not going to talk about the organization, this because you guys have already spoken about so that how is a systemic problem. So I will just keep it at what I saw on the pitch. And on the pitch, DRC deserved, so I don't even think it should have gotten to penalties, to be fair. DRC deserved to take that game and go and play the international playoffs. Yeah, that's my take on it.
Okay, I have one unpopular opinion about Nigeria's best player, Osimhen, and it's simply the fact that when I watch Osimhen play, the way I like football, the way I've come to like football, I can understand why some teams or some managers would go for a different striker. I can understand why they would even like somebody like Inacho, because Osimhen on the ball, there's how he plays. He's aggressive, is everything. He will give you all, he will press, but how he plays is not convincing enough that I can look at this guy and I say he will give me a lot of goals or he will bail me out in some kind of situation. How he plays is not convincing to the eye enough. But many people,
What you mean? Like if it feels like it's still raw, it's not refined. Is that what you mean? It's
maybe
gameplay.
that's a better way to put it. Yes, I feel like there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but many people are already seeing Osimhen as a finished product. But I'm seeing it the other way. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, if I can't really, his play style is not. It's not the prettiest. It's strong. He holds people off. He's aggressive. In the tackle, he will press for you and everything. So I see what you're saying, but he's getting the goals. For club and country. As a striker, you're not going to score all your chance, take all your chances. Even Haaland self missed
Yes.
penalty last week.
So I was discussing with somebody, and this is how I put it to the person. I said that when I see Osimhen is not a Haaland in terms of how he plays, and Osimhen is not a Hurricane. And these are two different strikers. I know that they are
they pick up their game in different styles.
yes,
Yeah.
they are different styles, and they play very well. Osimhen is neither of those guys, and Osimhen is not also which kind of striker like Mbappe is not. Osimhen is a different breed of striker entirely. With Haaland, I know what I'm getting. With Hurricane, I know that he likes to combine a lot of things. I know what I'm getting. Mbappe, I know what Osimhen is like. I need to create a different spot for him. but yeah, that's just my opinion.
Well, the one thing I would say is the passion. His passion sometimes is too much because when you are screaming at your team, it's as if he's a fan on the pitch as well as a footballer. Me? I can be shouting, "Look, man, why did you not play this?" But him on the pitch, he's not supposed to do that because he's playing with Lookman. So he's supposed to encourage him so that the next time the chance comes, he will be able to do well. But You can see him when he's demonstrating, when he's throwing his hands up, like, why did you? We all feel like that, but as a leader on the pitch, that's not how they're meant to react. I know he's passionate, but it's not going to be helpful if your teammates are scared that they're going to be screaming at them. They all know that he is the
Is the
focal point of the team. He's the
is the Nigerian Bruno
leader on the
Fernandes.
pitch. Exactly. That's the thing. And then, those little things like that is what I'm saying. He needs to refine his game a bit. He needs to be less emotional about the game. Just focus on the things you can control, not everything. Because Lookman is very much a confidence player. Lookman, if he's not confident, he looks very average. But when he's very confident, he looks like he's on top of the world.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he looks like he's a different player sometimes, and then you be like, what's going on? This is not the same Ademola Lookman that is playing for Atalanta. That's now playing here. So those little things like that, he needs to work on. All in all, he's giving his all for his country. You cannot fault him on that one. And his game is his game. I don't think there's any time for him now to change his game. It's good. That's just how he is.
Yeah.
How he grew up playing. Too late to change his sports. But yeah, well,
So just
maybe
to
I
add,
will not see Osimhen World Cup, unfortunately. So it be.
so yeah, I think that his passion is a big part of his game, and is
Mm-hmm.
why. So I don't think like
Yeah.
I think if he drops it, he's not going to be the same. He's not going to
Player.
be as
That's
potent.
another thing. Yeah.
You understand? Because look at the Gabon game now. There was this goal, one of the goals he scored, where like the ball, I think it was like he brought the ball down on his chest and it took it past like two people. Then he fired into the bottom left corner. Is that Osimhen kind of ginger? That's okay. This one, now me, I go score this goal. That kind of, like he believe in himself, die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think if he drops that, he's not going to have the same potency. So you cannot argue with his numbers. He has scored
Exactly.
almost 200 goals in 300 and something games. That's a very good return. So he's scoring a lot of goals. So it's working for him. I agree, it's not very pretty, but he's scoring. And you cannot argue that he's the best player in our team at the moment. But before I drop, just to touch on what's his name, Lookman. Lookman had a terrible game. I was not going to call out anybody, but I just have to say this. Lookman had a terrible game against the RC. Like, nothing he touched worked. Nothing. Like, I think the coach left him on because maybe there were no options. But like, I would have hooked him in the first half because there was like zero. I think that's one of the things that frustrated Osimhen, because anytime the ball goes to him, the attack just dies there. And that was the story for the entire game until he was brought off. But then again, he wasn't the only player on the day that had like a weak performance. Yeah, that's my take on it.
Well, that's good. I just feel like a lot of us, including me, I used to be like, why is Osimhen not in Premier League? Blah blah blah. Because I've looked at strikers. I'll say Haaland. They'll say Haaland is not good with the ball. He doesn't know how to build up. Blah blah blah. But he can build up.
But that's the thing. We said that about Haaland before, but now you can't say that again. He is now in build up. He's now doing all those things.
So I'm
Yes,
now looking at
so he's
Osimhen.
refining his game.
Osimhen has not refined that part of his game. If I look at
Mm-hmm.
Harry Kane, I can say the only thing Harry Kane doesn't have is pace. I think he's more complete than other strikers, maybe Harry Kane and Lewandowski. Osimhen has not done all those parts, or he has not, I don't know, he has not developed that part of his game. And we are saying this is his game now. We don't see it changing. I don't think it will change anything, because at this point in his career, he's already a superstar. You can't be telling superstar how to do some things again, because it brought him to where he is. So just the idea of him in the Premier League, what kind of team will he play with, the style, all those kind of things. Yeah, just the reason the thing. Say maybe I dey see why some managers will not go for him in Premier League. They'll rather go for some.
Lookman was in the Premier League before now, so it didn't work out. Anyway,
No, that one.
by the way, we can't see you. Your video feed is not coming through.
Me?
Yes,
Yep.
I think it's enough for like a few. Okay, it's back now.
Okay, my phone was telling me low battery.
Wow. Okay. I know, Wala. So it's a good time to conclude
Okay,
on
so
today's episode.
guys, as my battery is now low, you know the drill now. Like, share, subscribe. See you on our next episode. We hope you have enjoyed this second and almost third episode, because of that one way no come outside. So so enjoy and live. How did they talk out? put something in the comment section. Go and be discussing. Say all these guys
You are giving them hot takes
is
now,
rubbish. All
so
these guys
I'm sure a lot of
rubbish.
people don't agree with what you are saying.
So come and drag me. Drag me.
Yeah, no.
All right, guys, take care. See you on the next one.
Yeah.